Well guys, Papa Pepper back once again here at the Abundant Harvest Homestead with my oldest daughter Pinky Pepper, and today is a happy day for our people. Why?
Because we have baby ducks.
We have baby ducklings today, and the reason they're all sitting here and she's been taking care of them a bit rather than having the mother who hatched them take care of them is what?
The mother, I don't know, she just grabs them with her beak and throws them out of the nest, or she tries to eat them, and she's just not being very good. Normally when they hatch, they just, have them hatch, they'll just like talk to them and they'll just sit under them till they dry, and then after they hatch, she'll go bring them out and they'll go eat their bugs and they'll go swim or drink some water. But she doesn't like her babies, and she's just throwing them out of the nest. So I have 3 in here, and I thought the little yellow one in here was dead because she threw it behind a cedar post in her pen, but it was just barely still alive. But now it's doing really good. So
what's our plan for them?
Keep them with the guineas. This one.
So we're gonna keep those with the guineas. The mother, she hatched them out for us, which is great because then we don't have to do what?
Incubate them.
We don't have to incubate them. And we have some Muscovies that are good mothers, right?
Yes.
And some that aren't. But this is actually the first
time
on our land. The first time on our land that we've had baby ducks hatch. So we're kind of excited. And we're going to show you guys what we got going on inside of our old quail barn, which is now the Brooder. There's a lot going on in here.
Earlier, 2 of them jumped out.
So the one thing we got going on in here is our meat birds. These are Cornish-Crosses. We have 18. In the future, we may try doing, like 100 birds or something like that. But we wanted to get started and do something. So this year, I managed to find some at Tractor Supply. We were going to order some online, but I just picked up whatever they had, and now we're running them. So this will be our first time doing meat birds. We've done chicken canning before, we've done butchering them before, but this is the first time actually bringing some. So that's kind of exciting. I'm going to have to change this up a little bit. Here she is running them under the heat lamp. I'll show you underneath here in a minute. But underneath here, what do we got? Why don't you tell them about it and then we'll show them.
We have 4 speckled Sussex under here that Mama Pepper and Red Pepper hatched. And then we have 4 baby guinea keets. 2 of the eggs didn't hatch. One we just burnt them up and they'll pop open. One was deformed actually. I mean, it was still a tiny little chick. Its legs were only like that long. And then the other one just didn't hatch. So the few died, but we still have 4, so that'll get us up to 9 guineas.
And we'll try again.
Yep.
So you had a greater percentage of hatch. Because you got 4 and Mama got 4, and she had a lot more eggs than you had going.
Yep.
But, it's live and learn. It's note whatever you did potentially wrong. It's figure out where you have room for improvement, and then we go from there. So I'll open that in a minute, but I want to tell you a story about these guys. And these guys are actually just able to grab the heat off of here, which is why we have this aiming down into that one. But it also gives heat to this and warms up this whole thing because we've got some cold days here. But we have actually is baby opossums. There was a mama opossum that we found months ago with some babies in her. I think it was the same one that we started seeing on about a daily basis. And she had quite a few babies. So we'd see her around, see her around, see her around. And we'd give her some food and stuff sometimes at night. Figured we wanted to kind of keep an eye on her, see her babies grow, but we also didn't want her to be eating our chicks or our eggs or causing troubles for us. So what we did was we kind of just kept an eye on her. But with all the storms lately, we actually sadly found her dead one morning, and we found dead babies laying around, and there are some that were alive. So right now, I think we should have 4 of these guys that are alive and well, and we are keeping an eye on. They like to eat the carp meat. There you go. Let's see. Yeah, there should be 4 here. Yeah. And they're doing okay. This is the most I've ever really interacted with opossums. And I'd never held a baby till like just now, past couple days. So the baby opossums are kind of not exactly what you'd usually hope for in your brooder pen. If you guys saw the little video, we just shot some footage of them, so we had some. Now I'm gonna let these guys get a little bit bigger, and then they should be let go. So we figured while we had them, we will give them some food and care, keep them warm. They hang out together. It was weird to see the mom too. Like sometimes they'd be crawling around with her, sometimes it'd be like on her back. Sometimes you'd find her and they'd all be in the pouch, and then other times the pouch would be like completely open and they'd be sitting there nursing. But like I said, I don't think anything killed her. I think she just died in a storm the other day because she was wet and cold, and some of the babies we found laying different places, but some were alive in the pouch and stuff. So we've been giving them a variety of things. Baby opossums like strawberries. They like the pieces of carp. They like sheep milk. Now we were using some different probiotic stuff too, just to help them. It's okay, little one. It's okay. Don't bite me. Don't bite me, please. I'm gonna leave them alone. I don't want to traumatize those little guys. But what do you think about baby opossums? Are they cute?
Yeah.
They are cute. And we were thinking too, we've got a possum book in the works. It's just a fact-filled fiction book. But we were going to kind of tell a little story to share a bunch of things with people that they might not know about opossums, because they've got a lot of kind of superpowers. If they were a Pokemon, they've got more stuff than a lot of people's little creatures. And we're not really into Pokemon. I just mentioned that because people have a frame of reference there as those being some fantastic creatures, but the real ones are actually far more impressive. So here we go. Oh, I don't know if I can see past that grate. So here are these little guys. You can see the three on the left are chicks, and the one kind of in the front right corner, and then in the middle, those four there are guineas. They actually do look quite a bit alike. That chick there and those guineas kind of almost look like quail to a degree. They're super cute, but we're happy to have them. Oh, that leaf just fell in there. And they all seem to be doing rather well. And it's kind of cool to hatch out our own little animals here. Reminds me of the first time we got guinea keets. They're super cute.
So this is a guinea keet. These guineas will be like black when they're bigger. If they're gray when they're born, like pretty much white almost, they're kind of a silver color, then there will be gray. And this is one of the little black speckled Sussex. And we like it because it has some black feet. All of them have a little bit of black feet, and it has a black beak. And it'll actually, its beak and its feet will stay black, and it looks like it'll actually be black also. So, Mama didn't know that some chicks would be, she thought they would all be yellow, and they'd turn different colors when they got bigger. But, so all the little speckled Sussex actually look different. I'm gonna bring out a few more.
It's a cool thing too if you think about a lot of the things that children learn as they get older in school, learning about different genetics and just even the science behind reproduction and things like that. Farm kids, country kids, homestead kids get a lot of that in their daily life. Sometimes Pinky Pepper's taking care of just running the rabbits for us. So she's doing her own breeding program. She's kind of combining her own bucks and does, and she's actually, I'm just giving her stewardship to use the like the finances too, give her some seed money, give her the rabbits and the stuff, and then she'll see if she can make money off of it over time, or if she loses, and just try to keep track of, you know, selling of the rabbits, the finances, the feed costs and stuff like that. But even with these guys, you know, now they're learning more about incubating, about genetics, about, wow, that looks crazy. Mm-hmm. Those are amazing.
Like, especially the back of their head.
Yeah.
And this, look at what color it'll be.
Yeah,
it'll be speckled.
That's crazy. Don't let it jump. Stay still, little one. You've got too much to live for.
Kind of looks like a raccoon, so Mom was going to call a raccoon, but it's actually probably going to look different when it gets bigger. So she said we shouldn't name it raccoon. So see, they kind of have blackish feet. Not this one, though. But. Wow. And then there's one more, and it doesn't actually really look like anything too much.
I'll give you guys one more look at these Cornish-Crosses while she gets that. And they can jump on top of their waters already. They can jump on top of the light. They can jump on top of here now. So, oh, there's one on top of the water. Right back there.
So here is this one. It kind of looks like this one, just a little bit, but there's differences. It's a little more black, and this one's a little more gold and silver, and they are shaking. It's just a little cool out here, but they've been in here. And they do have some black feet, kind of, which all of our chickens actually have yellow feet or brown kind of feet. So chickens with more black feet will be pretty cool.
So how do we get these eggs? What happened there?
We got them from one of our friends. They gave us 2 dozen of their chicken eggs. They have speckled Sussex, bantams, turkin, at least one turkin, and a lot of other breeds. So it's kind of
a variety pack we got.
Yeah, and only these ones hatched. We looked up this baby speckled Sussex, and this is what they look like. So these ones are speckled Sussex. Half the eggs actually that were in the incubator that we thought were going to hatch were rotten.
Okay.
I mean, they had chicks growing in them, but when we cracked them open, you know, the fire cracked them, and they were just rotten inside. And there were 7 more black chicks, 2 white chicks, and 1 red chick. But all of them hadn't actually eaten their yolks. They eat the yolks, and then that's what gives them energy to hatch. I used to think when I was littler in Wisconsin, whenever we'd make eggs, I'd say, oh, poor baby chick, because I thought the chicks came out of the yolk. But they come out of something else in the egg, and they eat the yolk. So,
they kind of grow next to it eventually.
Yeah, and then it just connects to their bottom, and then they just absorb it there, and then they hatch.
And when she talks about, you know, the fire, a lot of times we'll just get a fire going to destroy certain things. Dead chicks, rotten eggs, things like that, and just kind of cook it, completely annihilate it, remove it, get rid of it. Because, oh yeah, that one's a lot bigger. Because we don't want that stuff laying around our property. We don't want it attracting, you know, big possums or raccoons or coyotes or vultures or things like that. So we'll just get a fire going, and then as they do that too, they'll kind of evaluate sometimes, like with the eggs, and look through the whole thing and see how we actually did, what went wrong, those type of things. Hello, Cornish-Cross.
They just love to jump out. And if you give them a bug at first, they don't know what it is, and they just start chirping and they run away from it. And then they all attack it at once, and they fight about it, and they try to fly out so they can eat it.
So today we're going to be monitoring ducks hatching. We're going to hopefully get some more. There's another one sitting on a different nest that started a little later. Hopefully she'll be a better mother. And then some of our other ducks are beginning to try to make some nests and lays. So we'll just kind of, a lot of times Muscovy ducks will do really good on their own. A lot of times they kind of get released into the wild sometimes by people, and they reproduce really well on their own in the wild too. So we kind of let them run themselves when they're able to. But if we've got some that are from a bad mother or one who's not doing good with them, we will just kind of confiscate them, put them in the brooder with these guys, and then raise them up. And then if we get a good mother, we may try to sneak those ducklings in with hers eventually and just kind of let the duck teach them and train them, because that works out a lot better for them in the long run than kind of having us be the parents. So we'll do some more stuff about chicks later. We'll do some more stuff about the opossums later. But yeah, right now we're also the parents of 4 little baby possums that are without a mother right now. So anything else you want to say as we wrap this one up?
I'm gonna have baby rabbits soon. And the ones, they're weaned, so I can sell them anytime now. So
you want to show us a couple of those quick?
Sure.
I'll have her grab a couple of these out because they are super cute, and yeah, we like baby rabbits. We use the manure in our garden, and it really helped build up our soil. I'm actually going to do one here in the future, Lord willing, about amending our soil and some of the liquid fertilizers we use, why we use the ones we do. And I've done a video before about making them all, but I'm going to go a little more in depth into some of it. And here we go.
So here's Coconut, who is the nicest and the friendliest and the best, because the rest, when there was only one clip on here, it was halfway open, and they would all, at least this one would normally get out. And then one day they all got out. But one day, before they all got out, all these ones got out, and Coconut was the only one left in here. And I think they're all bucks.
Yeah, we'll double check that.
So, there's 2 red ones. They have different stripes, so, you know, we can tell who's who. And then the same thing with the black ones. This one looks more like its mom. Has like the same black and white. And this one looks like it's dead. But actually looks the same, and this one looks the same as its mom. So their mom, I will be breeding her soon. Actually, I'm gonna probably breed her today. And then she'll have babies like the middle of June, nearing the end and stuff. So her sisters on the other side are gonna have babies, and I bred them with 2 different bucks. They were both bred with 2 bucks.
Really?
Because Sandy Rock, she had some of her lambs, and her ewes were bred with a Suffolk and then an Elder France ram, and so they had 2 different babies. So that's what I did for my rabbits. And then we'll see, you know, sometimes they just won't look anything like the parents. Like their parents were black and white, and they had red ones and white ones. So, you know, it's just...
So you're getting kind of experimenting here.
Yeah.
All right, all right. All right, I'm gonna show them the opossums one more time.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna wrap this video up.
Yeah.
Hey little guys. So far, yeah, I'll get you outside for a second. So far these guys seem to be doing pretty well. And we might let them go a little farther from our property. But they are super cute, and we are blessed and happy to have them. Just to check out some interesting creatures a lot of people don't, and their ears are almost like made of bat wings. They're same material, I think. Wow. Alright guys, the ducks are doing alright. We're going to get them in the brooder, warm them up, and let them be with those guys, and we will talk to you later. Papa out.